sorry about that, guys. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Okay, you know how I was gonna make an update video on what I done to my truck, right? Well, here it is. And if you're wondering why the hood's popped open, it's because I fouled my spark plugs. Hold on. For the focus. Anyways, you can get a pretty good idea how bad they're fouled. I used some seafoam, supposedly. I was using seafoam yesterday, right? It's right there. That should be the seafoam can. Yeah, it is. Used that, put it in my truck yesterday, right? And I done put a whole can in my gas tank. Well, I decided with brand new fucking spark plugs to be an idiot and put seafoam in the intake. I'd take this off, and I just took this off so it would stay out of my way. Well, I did it all yesterday. I even bought a professional $7 spray bottle and freaking used that and sprayed it into the intake right there. And I'm shaking. Oh. And if you're wondering why that's how it is, because there's a chip in my valve cover I'm about to touch up with Duplicolor paint, because that's what it is. Duplicolor, it says it right there. And it cleaned my intake manifold. I can tell you why. Because it looks exactly like my washer. Because it used to look like my wing nut. Well, now it looks like my washer. But it's destroyed my spark plugs. And these are $20 NGK spark plugs. These are the ones that melt off the carbon when it gets up to operating temperature. Can you see that? NGK, oh yeah. That's the ones, these are the ones that I bought for my truck that melt off the carbon when it gets to a certain temperature. See, that's what it's supposed to look like right there. Because obviously the carbon didn't hit that. Anyways, everything was going to plan yesterday. Even after I drove it around for 30 minutes. And they say to drive it around for about 30 minutes pretty hard trying to clean all the carbon out, let it come and go out the exhaust and all that stuff. Well, I did that. But maybe I didn't let it run long enough or something. I don't know, dude, but I am never putting fucking seafoam back in my damn truck. I mean, this motor has got 202,000 on it. Something like that right now. It's sitting at something. I don't know. Oh, of course I locked it. Jeez, it ain't like nobody's gonna steal it while I'm standing out here right next to it. But it's sitting at 202,685. You can probably see that. Yeah. And I decided to put seafoam in it 2 days ago now. Yesterday. And well, that was a bad idea because it has officially destroyed my spark plugs. All 4 of them look just like that. No matter what, because I just pulled them all out. And I don't know, maybe if it had loose carbon, I pulled all 4 spark plug wires off and didn't even mark them, but I know they're the right ones because I just pulled them down and away, took all the freaking 4 spark plugs out, and turned the motor over about 3 times, 3 revolutions, and done it 3 more times after that. All in all, hoping that it may blow carbon out. I don't know. So when I put the new spark plugs in, it won't foul these fucking brand new ones either. Because that's what it's supposed to look like, dude. These goddamn spark plugs ain't even 2 weeks old. I swear to God, dude. Valve cover is finished. Everything's finished. It was finished. And I've been driving this truck for a little while now. Probably about a week and a half. These brand new spark plugs did not look like this. They look like the threads at the very bottom. They look like that. And that right there. And all of a sudden, this morning when I cranked it up, it fucking was running on 2 cylinders. I pulled the first spark plug wire, I pulled the second spark plug wire, I even pulled the freaking third one. The third one finally made it run on the 4th cylinder, which was the last cylinder because it's a 4-cylinder. But this spark plug or piston was not firing, second one or the third one. It was just crazy. And when I plugged them all back in, it didn't even do nothing. It still kept misfiring. But every time, and I even plugged the wires back in, and when I went back in the cab and gave it gas, it would run on all 4 cylinders. So, but when I decided to pull the damn spark plugs, and that's what I get. It's just a nasty electrode, nasty, flat, burnt out Freaking spark plugs, man. And this is all happened this morning. This is pretty much gonna go live on YouTube right after this. But this is sad, dude. I probably will never ever put seafoam in my other hard bodies when I plan on buying a couple more after this one. I will never do that. I mean, you can just tell by the exhaust note it wasn't running right. And I even unplugged the what is that? Fucking, good lord, I just replaced that too. That was like a $56 part. That's a hot and cold air temp sensor. Jesus. That's button. This part's brand new. This is the old part. We had to reuse this. Somebody yanked the wires out of it running up through the bottom of the air cleaner here. So we replaced that. Brand new fuel filter. The fuel that came out of that was nasty. Very nasty. But the intake itself, the little valve inside looks like that. And the whole intake looks just like that. But the spark plugs look just like that. It's pretty sad, dude. I can't believe it. And I'm pretty pissed because that's $25 spark plugs, or $20 right there. That's another $20 I gotta spend on fucking spark plugs just to get my truck back. And I did plan on getting new tires, but they may have to wait because I can't afford them now. Fucking, if I'm going to go through damn spark plugs every fucking month. Fucking, cause doing seafoam bullshit. But if you ever want to take spark plugs out, changing the subject real quick, get you a spark plug socket. It's got the rubber inside where it puts the end of the spark plug. I forget what it's called. I'm just gonna call it plaster for now. It puts the plaster in there so it doesn't. A regular socket would snap the plaster off the end of the spark plug, which is this white stuff. This could also use to break glass too. But if it breaks that stuff off with a regular socket, that's bad. But that's why they made spark plug sockets, in case you people don't know. But I'm sure you do. But it's really sad. But my valve cover stopped leaking. It ain't leaked since. So, but I need somebody to tell me where this freaking AC line goes. I know damn sure well it doesn't go right here because every other hard body I see, it's like way back in here somewhere. I don't know why it's right here. I mean, it's right behind the air cleaner the valve is. It's like right there. And actually a piece of my valve cover. Air freaking filter cover. My goodness, people, sorry. I'm so pissed off. I actually broke a piece off of that yesterday because this AC line kept getting in the way. I mean, it's scratching it right there and it's scratching it right there. As you can see, there's plastic tape or electrical tape right there because keep it from rubbing on that corner right there. That tells me it doesn't belong there, and same with right here. I guess it gets so hot, because it's oil cap, but I don't know, man. I turned the motor over, and I don't even feel like starting it. I started it on my Instagram. If you want to go follow me on my Instagram, it is Keith Knott 964. It's not Keith 964 with 2 T's. You can look it up. But I'm gonna have to get some new spark plugs. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So I don't know when I'm gonna get new spark plugs. Probably either today or tomorrow. And then I gotta re-gap them to 40.40. And these spark plugs were too high gapped anyways. Those at like 0.44. I just feel like making everything factory on this truck. Of course, the valve cover's not factory color, but fuck it, who cares, right? It looks better because the truck's red. So, I mean, seriously. Red valve cover, red truck. Why not? But, man, I tell you what, Tennessee's weather today is rough. It's fucking wind blowing about 5, 10, 20 miles an hour. So it's about 15 miles an hour. But it's kind of a sad update today. More pissing off than sad, honestly. But this is the update for you guys. But I gotta vacuum out my truck again, even though most of you people would be freaking out because of how freaking clean it is. It's not even dirty. Oh yeah, I got some wind visors, I guess you could say, rain visors, and they're the ones that go up in the window, not the ones that stick on the outside, because I do plan on repainting this truck, and I did not want them on the outside. Well, I'd have to take them off. Now, I did have to put these spacers in there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're about right there. As you can tell, it's up in there. The visor here is. That's about 5% temp visor. I didn't do it. Somebody did. But, I mean, there's a little bit of dirt right there. And there's some right there. Cigarette burn right there. No, I don't smoke. That was from the other original owner. Stuff right here that you can't see. Over here, I mean, it's pretty clean. But the seats, they're pretty nasty. Cigarette burns on them from the other original owner. I'm the second owner of this truck. But, that seat over there, I've been taking my mom to work, last Thursday and Friday. And it's got her hair all over it. Just, it kills me, man. I gotta clean it. But, all right in here is nasty. But my seat, of course, is clean besides that little guy right there. I don't know if you see that. Come on, focus. Right there. But other than that, truck's clean. Got a vacuum off the dash. Ugh. But here's my automotive repair manual for these trucks. Let me take this off so you don't see that. There we go. It's a Haynes manual. It ain't worth a shit, but I like the truck that's on the front of it. But come back here. Oh man, it's like fucking 20 years old. The manual is itself. I need an upgraded one because pages are falling out of it. It's been used a lot, obviously. Mainly on the brakes, it's been used a lot because somebody must have had some brake trouble with this truck. Because these pages wouldn't be ripped out like they are, because they are pretty badly ripped out. Okay. Now, it even says on here the damn spark plug. Let me show you, see? Right there, it tells you what kind of spark plug they look like if they're fouled. Right here it is. You got 2 hot, you got 1, you got normal, you got ash deposit, carbon deposit, that's mine, it's carbon deposits, it's bad. Oil deposits, gap bridging, which means that. Combustion deposits, lodged between the electrodes, heavy deposit accumulation, and bridge. Too hot, whatever that means. Pre-ignition, melted electrode. High-speed glazing, detonation, which means your motor pretty much blew up. Same with that one. But even this manual, of course, it'll tell you everything about it. I mean, it tells you about spark plug gap and everything, which is in tune-up and routine maintenance. They even put this 88 hard body king cab in it. So it just tells you how old it is, tells you where to find your VIN number and all that good stuff. I'd rather have an original owner's manual, but see if I can't find the spark plug gap for you guys out there. Let's see. No, that ain't none of it. Oh my goodness. Falling off over here, boys. Oh man. This video's gone. Here we go. Well, there's your recommended engine oil. 10W30 and 40 right there. And 5W30 for below 20s, minus 20. Let's see. Here you go. Lubrication and fluid capacities. This is all the year models. V6 engines, 2-wheel-drive, 4-wheel-drive. 4-cylinder engines with 4-wheel drive, 1991 and later. Well, I say that. 1991 later. It's 4.5 quarts of oil. Now, spark plug gap, I have no. Here we go. Well, here we go. 4-cylinder engines. Hold on, guys. I gotta get in the truck itself and look at this. It should tell you, like, right in here. See, this KA24E. But that's the spark plug type. We need spark plug gap. 4-cylinder engines is 0.40, I think. Yeah, see, 4-cylinder, 0.40. And it's like 1 millimeter. Yeah, 1 millimeter. And then your V6 engines, which is a 3.0, 31 to 35. And valve clearance, 1990 intake and exhaust is that. Hot engine, cold. I'm sure they got cold engine too. Anyways, so it's 0.40 if you're looking for that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. But I just want to let you guys know I'm not gonna start the truck because it sounds like a damn Sounds like a John Deere 6560 tractor, freaking loud freaking thing. And no, I never leave it in gear or start it in gear because only idiots do that. That's why there's a fucking e-bike. See, mine works. Yep. If you don't own a hard body, this is what you do. You pull, I pull out somewhat, twist just like that, let it go all the way back in, and then twist it up like that. It never goes all the way up. But, oh well. Oh, man. Anyways, that's the end of this truck. Next job is putting spark plugs on, and well, that's a big project, cutting the rust out. But I'm gonna paint my windshield wipers. These little guys right here, the losing paint. Put new windshield wipers on, put new spark plugs, and be done. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that duplicate color paint and touch that little spot up right there and be done for today. But well, guys, thanks for watching, and I see y'all in the next video, and hopefully my truck will be running as smooth as it was when it was running, cause before I put the fucking seafoam in there, it was running like a top. Anyways, guys, see y'all.